Hello students, welcome back. In today's session, we are going to study history of animal classification. History. The first scientist who proposed to classify the animals was a Greek philosopher called Aristotle. He was the first to classify animals. What criteria did he use? He used criteria like body size, whether big, small, habits of the animals, and habitats, the places where these animals live. As per the new developments in science, references changed, and thereby the criteria of animal classification. Classification proposed by Aristotle is known as artificial method. This is the picture of the scientist, the Greek philosopher Aristotle. Later, many scientists tried different ways of classifying animals. Among them were Theophrastus Pliny, John Ray, and Linnaeus, etc. Natural system of classification was based on criteria like body organization, then the types of cells found in the body, whether unicellular, multicellular, etc., the chromosomes, and even the biochemical properties were taken into consideration for natural system of classification. Recently, Carl Woese also proposed the animal classification. Let's see the traditional method of classification. Depending on the presence or absence of the notochord, the animal kingdom is divided into two groups, namely non-chordates and chordates. Now, what is a notochord? Let's see the picture here. The definition. What is notochord? It is a long rod-like supporting structure present on the dorsal side of animal body. It keeps, what is its function? It keeps the nerve tissue isolated from the remaining body. Let's see the picture so that we are very clear about what is a notochord. As you can see here in the picture, this is a diagram of a fish, and this long rod-like supporting structure is called as the notochord. Then we have even the pharyngeal gill slits. As you know, gills are used for respiration by the fishes. Now, in order to get acquainted with dorsal, ventral, etc., we'll see this picture. You can see the diagram of a fish and the blue colored arrows. Now, the part of the fish which faces the sky, that is called as the dorsal side. The second half, the lower part of the fish which faces the earth, the ground, is called as the ventral side. Then the front part of the organism is called as the anterior end. The rear part is called as the posterior end. Then we have other words which are used like lateral. It depends on the side where it is. On the right side, it is called as the right lateral side, and on the left side, it is called as a left lateral side. I hope this concept is clear. The dorsal side facing the sky, the ventral side facing the ground, and the side parts are called as the lateral sides. Now let us see the characters of non-chordates and chordates. Non-chordates and the chordates. First, body is not supported by notochord, whereas in chordates, body is supported by the notochord. We'll be even studying the distinguishing characters at the same time. Second point, pharyngeal gill slits are absent, as I showed you in the diagram just now. Here, pharyngeal gill slits or maybe lungs are present for respiration. Nerve cord, if present, is on the ventral side, and the nature is it is solid and it may be paired. Whereas in chordates, the nerve cord, if present, is on the dorsal side and it is hollow. Fourth, heart, if present, is on the dorsal side, whereas in chordates, heart, if present, is on the ventral side. Let's see the conventional system of animal classification. We'll see the chart. Kingdom Animalia, as you can see, is divided into two subkingdoms. One is non-chordates and the subkingdom chordates, as we have just seen the characters now. Now further, this subkingdom is divided into phylums. There are 10 phyla in case of non-chordates. They are first Protozoa, second Porifera, third Cnidaria, fourth Platyhelminthes, fifth Ascalminths, sixth Annelida, seventh Arthropoda, eighth Mollusca, ninth Echinodermata, 10th Hemichordata. So these 10 phyla come under the subkingdom non-chordates. Now let us see the division of the subkingdom chordates. Among the chordates, all come under the phylum called as chordata. Further, this phylum is divided into 3 subphylums. They are Urochordata, second Cephalochordata, and third Vertebrata. Among the third subphylum, Vertebrata, is further divided into 6 classes. They are called as classes. The first one is Cyclostomata, second Pisces, third Amphibia, fourth Reptilia, fifth Aves, sixth Mammalia. So this is the conventional system of animal classification. In the next session, we'll be starting with the details of this homework. Learn the definition, benefits of animal classification from page 62 of the textbook. It is given in a point form. You can learn that. Why we need to classify the animals. Then characters of non-chordates and chordates, and the conventional system of animal classification. Hope you have followed, and please take care of yourself. Thank you.